Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Hello. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Look at all, wow, there's lots of people here today. Hi, Carla. How you doing? It's good to see you. Hi, Barbara. Barbara's like counting on you. She knew the live was going to happen. Hi, Tracy.
Hey.
Hi, Crystal and Heidi Ann. Welcome.
Oh, hi.
I'm doing pretty good. I think Nicole's doing okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Naomi and Carly. Welcome. Elaine, welcome. And Samantha. Wow, look at everybody. There's lots of people here. Hi, Susie. Welcome. Good morning. I guess it's morning for her. I'm trying to think where that might be.
Good morning.
Might be in Australia.
Yeah.
Hi, Jackie. Yeah. Hi, Jasmine. Hey, Nikki and Michelle Brown. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Laura and Regina and June. Heidi Ann. Good to see all of you. Yep. See, look, I was right. Australia. Hi, Danielle Vaughn and Laura Hurley and Erica Myers and Becky Wilson from Louisiana. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad everybody's here. We are tuned in and fired up. Hey, Chelsea.
Hi.
Barbara's like, I think I might be addicted to your lives. Well, that's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
We're doing the best we can, and I'm glad everybody's here, and it's good to see everyone. Marianne Kelly, good evening. Tracy's like, we're all fired up. Hey, Kara from Ottawa, welcome. I think that's in Canada. So, here we are, and I think later this week I'll probably go live, and Tabby will go live. Tonight I have a class. I think there's only a couple spots left. If you were interested in that class of learning how to connect to the other side, you might want to grab that now. That will be in like an hour or so after Nicole's thing here. It's inexpensive. It's just $22, and it's not it's not super expensive or anything. And it's a class to learn how to connect to the other side, whether you want to be a medium or whatever's going on for you. I also have some practice classes that will be coming up later in the month, the following weeks in the month. And those are all listed in the events area of the group or page that you're on. But tonight's class is all about a personal connection to the other side. So if you're looking for that, make sure you get yourself scheduled, because I don't think there might be 2 spots left. Okay. And it's just $22, and it's just going to be an interactive class. It's not something I can record. And the next time I'll have this class is probably next month, Barbara. Okay. So it'll be a few hours after, like an hour or so after Nicole is done. And then I think that's all that's happening this week. So huh. Yeah, I think so, Chelsea. Let me take a look real quick. Chelsea's asking if there's still 7 p.m. February 4th. That's today. Let's see here. Oops. But yeah, so we'll be doing this class, and then there'll be classes the rest of the month. And the thing is that I'm just hoping that everybody will let's see here. Okay. Well, tonight we're going to be doing readings. I'm going to keep looking, Chelsea. Let me try to figure out why it's blocking you. I'm not sure why. If it just send me a message, Chelsea, and I'll get you in the class. I'm not sure why it's doing that. And so I'm trying to figure that out why now. Okay. So there is a couple spots left. Okay. And as we are tonight, we're going to be doing spirit-led readings. So that means Nicole will bring through spirit, and your job is to listen and say something. If you're, say something if the person is matching. Laura, I recommend that you connect with your loved one on the other side. Anybody can do it. Laura Hurley asked, will you have a class that helps with blockage due to grief? So maybe message me, Laura, or see if you can book on that class. That's what I recommend, frankly. That's my first step to grief is connect on your own or get a reading. That's how you deal with it, frankly. I don't know. That's the best way that I know to deal with it. Okay. Marianne, I just put a link in the thing just now. I put a link. If you scroll up around a little bit. Apparently I can't talk today, which isn't going to be helpful for the class. La, 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 la. Anyway, I'll try to make it to wherever you are and try to get the link to you. Anyway, so Nicole, why don't you go ahead and get started, and I'll try to go to these people and let them know how to get to the class.
So I have a young child. It is a girl. So she shows me like she's in a hospital bed, and she has like she had blonde hair before. And she shows me she has a scarf wrapped around her head and there's not hair anymore. And she just kind of says, she's like, I was sick. And then she said it shows me the letter C. So I'm not sure if she's meaning like she had cancer or there's a C name in connection to her. But she keeps showing me like, I see like I'm getting booped on the nose. And it's like mom's booping me on the nose. It was kind of like, it feels like we're going in for a procedure and mom is kind of just boops my nose. And like, we spent a lot of time in the hospital. And then she shows me like what looks like would be a secret handshake her and mom had. She says, Mom's my best friend. And I can't figure out what the song is, but she said that you would sing to her to get her through the treatments. It looks like she has brown eyes. I'm not confident on that, but it does look like she has brown eyes. And then she also mentions like a special friend, and when she shows me the friend, so it kind of looks like we're just sitting in a room, in some kind of medical room, because I can see IV bags and I can see the drips. And it looks like kids like in the same age group that are together. But like there's one particular friend that stands out to me. Because like she shows me they made friendship bracelets. Um, she's saying something about a duck. Like I hear ducky. And she says that music was very, very important to her. And she says that mom never left her side. She's kind of like, mom just gave up everything to be with me. Um, because I keep hearing, you're so brave, you're so strong. I'm so proud of you, like you're doing it. And she also says that you used to call her her angel. Like, she's very, very sweet. Like, she. She brings up the angel thing again. Like, she's like, I'm your angel now, but it's like the way that she's making me feel is like mom has believed that this baby was an angel her whole existence. And I want to put her at like an elementary school age. Like, I keep hearing the number 6. And she's saying yellow like sunshine. So she's showing me like I it's something crocheted. I want to say it's like a blanket, but I see purple little flowers on the blanket. They kind of look like daisies to me, but purple. And the blanket is white with purple flowers. And she also mentions a brother. I can't figure out if the brother is Earth side or if the brother is on the other side with her. So she kind of like lifts up her shirt just a little bit, and I can see like a scar on her belly. And then she says they couldn't get it all. And then she goes back to saying, she's just like, Mom, you were the one who was so strong and brave. You always kept my spirit up so high. And then she's also saying like the nurses and the doctors, like they really really liked her. It's almost like the song that you would sing to her. It feels like it was a song that you guys like made up together. And she's also, so she's saying now, she says, I'm sending you a gift. Okay, so Stephanie says, I can take some things, not all. Also, I was late, so maybe missing some details. So Stephanie, what can you take of what you've heard so far? So just to recap for you, Stephanie, I see a young female child. It looks like she was sick. Um, I see a scarf on her head. She talks about a secret handshake and then just kind of like a boop on the nose. She appears to be like an elementary school student. And then she showed me the number 6. So I'm not sure if she was 6 years old. Okay. So Stephanie says my mom always referred to them as angels. That my mother lost twins, a boy and a girl, after early and emergency C-section before my brother and I were born. Um, so it's kind of like the way that she's showing me is mom was like her number one supporter. Always telling her how brave she was, how strong she was. Because she's the little girl, like, she's showing me like an IV drip, but she's like, when the medicine would come through, sometimes it would hurt. Like, it was painful for her. And then she's like, she says that you made every day the best day, even on the worst days. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. So Stephanie said that those babies had passed right after birth. And then, and again, she just says that, you know, she's the angel, and she's watching over the family, and that she's sending you a gift. So I'm kind of wondering, perhaps, if little brother is the gift that she would be sending. But at the moment, since nobody's claiming her at the moment, I am going to move on to another spirit. I have read this spirit who's come through for me before. So Lisa Logan, if you are watching, I do believe I have your son. He says his name is Joden. That's what it sounds like to me. And he just wants you to know that he says, I'm doing so much better and you don't have to worry about me anymore. And the way that he presents himself to me is he has this giant smile. And I see like this gorgeous bright light radiating around him. And he's just like, I'm finally free. And like he just shows me to his head. He's like, I'm free from it. But he just wants you to know that he's better. And he's like, I'm trying to figure out what sign he would be sending to you. But he does mention that he's showing me rainbows. So I don't know if he uses rainbows as his sign for you. For you to know that he's there. But I just wanted to share that with you, that he's progressed a lot on his soul journey, on the other side, and he's doing great. And he really just wanted you to know that. He's like, please don't worry about me. I'm great, Mom. He's like, I hear you all the time. And I hear you say like how you hope that I'm doing good. He's like, I hear you praying for me. And that he thanks you. He's just like, I'm doing so great, Mom. He's like, you can just talk to me whenever you want. He's like, sometimes he's like, I don't know if this is accurate for you or not. But sometimes you think you hear him, and he's just like, if you're thinking you hear me, yes, you do. I am talking to you. And he just says, "I love you, Mom." And then I don't know if there's a missing item, but he's just like he's like in due time. So if you're looking for something of his that you haven't been able to find in a while, he's kind of just like in due time. So when the time is right, you'll find what it is that you're looking for. Yes. So Samantha says, "Oh, when this next spirit came through, I felt a lightness in my legs and body, like so peaceful." Yes, like his energy is, it's like it's so calming, but at the same time, it's just like a sense of relief, and I can feel like the freedom that he's talking about is just like, oh my gosh, like it feels so nice. It's kind of like I'm finally. He's like, I'm at peace. I'm finally at peace. And he does say he's just kind of like, I'll be back. He doesn't really say when, but he's just like, he's not done on the earth side. He's going to be back. So this next spirit that I do have here with me, I hear a woman humming. I see very long, gorgeous dark hair. It kind of looks like she may have had bangs. She's tall and slender. And she's like, I hear humming, and then we're like outside, and I can see like a sun ray, and it looks like maybe a sun catcher out in a garden, but I can see the hummingbirds. Because she's kind of just, she says, they're majestic, aren't they? I also see she's barefoot in the grass. And she has like a very special connection to nature. And she feels like she was very spiritual. She seemed like a very happy person. And then I'm hearing he tried to steal my light, like he broke me. She also looks like she could be from the ages of 18 to 30. But she had a very youthfulness about her. Um um she says accident. And it feels like she's referring to her passing, like her passing may have been accidental, or people believe that it was accidental. It kind of feels like she may have been in an abusive relationship with some kind of domestic violence. And whoever this person that she's trying to reach out to, they had suspected that he was they couldn't put their finger on it, but there was just something that they did not like about him. His energy, just because she's kind of like he was like a snake. Because she's like, when we were out with our friends and family, we're happy and he's so kind and he just takes great care of me, but like behind closed doors, and it was just the two of us, that he was very abusive and tried to break her down.
So something looks like it's happening, but it's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
So Laura was like, "Hey Sue, your friend," and she sang the humming, and now Sue said, "I'm here. I missed it, but she just came in."
Okay. So, hi, Sue. um, so the spirit that I have here with me, when she first started to come in, I could hear humming. And then she showed me we were outside, and I could see like what looks like a sunbeam, just like hitting a sun catcher. And I see hummingbirds. Um, she had long dark hair. Maybe had bangs. I can't really tell, but um, and she was tall and slender. She shows me she's like outside. She's barefoot in the grass. She was very connected to nature, and she was spiritual. Um, she was just like, I was so happy, and he tried to break me. And she's like, he did for a while. It feels like the relationship was an abusive relationship, and there was somebody like, it didn't matter the front that he put on, because he kind of had everybody fooled around, because she's a snake. Um, it was like we'd go out and he would treat her fantastic, and it was so great while they were out in public, but when they would get home, it was a completely different story if it was just the two of them together. And she was just like, her friend could not put their finger on it, but they knew that they didn't like him. Like they could just kind of see through the mask that he was wearing. And I hear accident. I'm not sure if people like, I'm not sure her passing was accident, like the way that she's presenting it to me. Like, or people just assume it was an accident. I feel like a lot of abuse. And then I'm putting her age range because she looks youthful to me. I'm saying she's like 18 to 30 years old. She may have been older and just, again, like I said, she looks youthful. So she might be older than what she looks.
Hey, Sue, maybe you could be clear if this spirit matches who Laura thinks it is, or no? Yes or no? Could you help us?
So, can you tell me what parts track or make sense to you for your friend? Okay. So Sue just said, sorry, I lost so many. I'm trying to talk with Laura to see who she is thinking of. Okay. So Sue says she doesn't think it's for her. Oh, it's okay. She said she's sorry for the confusion. It happens. It's all right. I feel like with them, I believe she did. Regina's asking if she died at home. I do believe she passed at home. Like there's something questionable about her passing. Because I'm seeing some kind of like confrontation, or like an argument. She's also like, she does this with me to like show me her arm, but like there's bruises. Like it looks like a thumbprint. It's not necessarily like a large bruise, but somebody has noticed a bruise on her arm. So her passing is very questionable, from what I'm getting. So Leah Renee says, I know a very youthful woman. Her whole life she was abused by men. She died of an accidental overdose. Long brown hair, no bangs, and she was with a stranger, a man. Okay. I feel like wherever I'm passed away, like I don't know if the argument that I'm seeing, she brings me into the kitchen and like I can see the sink, I see the table, but it's kind of like we're over by the sink and I can see, like, it feels like I'm arguing with somebody and I'm afraid of this person. Because she keeps saying, she says he hurt me. It kind of feels like somebody had warned her, because she said, I should have listened. And then she's like saying, like, I kept repeating the same cycle. So Leah says she could have been, but no one knew him until that night that she passed. And then Regina says maybe a classmate who passed in her early 20s. I'm getting like I don't know why I feel like the way she's making me feel is I died at somebody else's hands. Or like I could have been helped and no one helped me. So Leah said she did repeat the same cycle and her son swore this guy killed her, but there was evidence of that. I kind of feel like this is you're Leah, like you're really tracking with what I'm seeing. Because it's like I hear, like I keep seeing like ruled as an accident, but it does not feel like what happened to her was accidental. Something just feels very, very off about the way that she passed. Like it's not lining up for me. And then Regina says that he did with medication that she was allergic to. And yes. Okay. Yeah, because something just doesn't. And Leah said, he said that she could not walk and was very drunk and was acting weird, but he did not call for help. It was ruled as an accident. She never drank that much. Okay. Yeah, something just isn't sitting right with me. I'm sorry. Because she keeps saying he hurt me, and she's very like adamant that this person hurt her. Leah says it did not make sense to any of us. It's kind of, she's just kind of like she doesn't understand. She's like, this person was not like, this person's a bad person. She's saying somebody, and it feels like a male. I'm hearing he's very angry about what happened, and no one believes him. She says I have a son. Whew. So Regina says, I wish I had known I was living in the same building as her. So, okay. And then Leah says she does. Okay. For either of you, who this is like kind of matching for, she has a son. Does anybody know if the son is okay? I feel like he's very angry because she's just like, he's so angry because no one will listen to him. Leah says she is messing with my electronics right now. She does that when I talk about her. Oh, wow. And then Regina says her brother keeps blaming him. She had 2 kids. So I kind of feel like this might be more for Leah. I'm not. She's messing with my electronics. So Leah says she's electronics, messing with the electronics. Is it? Are you in touch with her son? Because he's like he's pissed. Like he's just like no one's listening to me. She didn't die on her own. He is 14 and taken away to his dad. Okay. Um. Okay, so Leah says she's not allowed to talk to him because they took him away. She's really like he's not okay. Like mentally, he's not okay right now. Is what I'm picking up. It's kind of like he's spiraling because he's so angry, and it doesn't really necessarily. Because she keeps saying therapy, like he needs help because no one's listening to him, and it's like eating him alive. Because she's like he knows the truth. She is just like, I just want my boy to be okay. And Leah said he and his mom were best friends, and I know he is not okay. Because she's like, I'm trying to reach him, but he's like, he doesn't necessarily believe that he's hearing mom. Like, he thinks he's going crazy, but it kind of feels like he has post-traumatic stress disorder from this. And like, I just hear over and over again, why won't anybody listen to me? Like, he just keeps saying it over and over again, is all it's what I hear. And she's just like, someone has to help him. Because she's like, I'm not the person they're trying to paint me out to be. I'm not quite sure what she means by that, but because she's like, I'm good. She's like, my heart is good. I'm pure. She's like, I did things. Oh. So Leah said his dad wants him to act like it didn't happen and forget his mom, and she lived for him. His dad told him to only trust God. When I talked with him and told him his mom is always with him, he said he was too scared. Leah said above that her son swore it was the guy that killed her, but no one would listen to him. That's what I'm feeling like and she said she is not. The drugs from her past, they made her out to be horrible, but she got clean and did great. Because she's just kind of like, I don't understand why dad wants him to hate me so much. Because she's like, I was not that person anymore. She said, my son, he's my world, he's my everything. She said, I did it all for him. She's kind of giving me like, maybe when her son is older, because she's like, he's not ever gonna let it go. And Leah is talking about the father, and she said that he is full of hate. He was that type of person. And that she did everything for her son. She just is like, I'm going to continue doing all that I can for him while over here. But he needs someone to listen to him and tell him it's okay. And that he's not crazy and he's not alone in this, because she's making me feel like he just feels so lost and he doesn't know who he can turn to talk to about it, because his beliefs don't necessarily line up with dad. Because she's just like, she shows me, she's like a golden thread, and she's like, we have an unbreakable bond. Like, we are forever connected. Does her son have a birthday coming up? Or a birthday that's passed? So Barbara says, Leah, maybe show the dad this if possible. The son should hear this. Hopefully he's a believer, or save this so you can show him if you are able to connect with him later. And Leah said, I will. He is alone. His dad took him away from his mom's side. So I just want you to know, like, I feel like there will be some reunification at some point. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. But he is like, I'm feeling like there's a large amount of resentment for dad at this point, because he won't listen. And he's like, I don't need somebody, like the way she's like, he doesn't need somebody to tell him to forget about me. He's not ever going to forget about me. He needs someone to just sit there and listen to him. She's like, I need someone to hold his hand and tell him he's going to be okay. With, like, It kind of feels like the son doesn't really know dad or isn't close with dad. Maybe. Like, it just doesn't really feel like there's a relationship going on with dad. And she's just like, I'm so sorry I had to leave him, but I need him to know I'm with him all the time. So Leah said, yes, he got remarried and tried to give him a new mom. Well, she's just saying, like, her son will never accept it. Because in his mind, I only have one mom. It kind of feels like dad is doing a lot of things that are not necessarily intentionally harmful for him, but like he's doing more harm than good because he needs his dad to like be a dad, to like be there for him for an emotional support and his mental support. Because she's like, the way that our bond is, she's like, no one understood me like he did. And he feels like no one will ever understand him the way that his mom does. Because she's just like, I want him to live a good and happy life, but he needs help to get through this because he can't do it on his own. And Leah said, oh, yes, he knows. He and his mom were so very close, and he does need a dad to support him and not push him away from her. She's just saying nothing's ever going to break our bond. She's like, no matter how hard that man tries to erase me from my son's life, it's not ever going to happen. And then Leah just said, that's so true, my poor buddy. And she just wants to take a moment to thank you. She's like, thank you so much, Leah. She's like, I know that you're going to do whatever you can. It might not be immediately, but she's just like, I know that you're going to try to make sure my son's okay. However you can. But she's really, really, again, she's just, and then Leah said again, I am so happy to hear this. I'm counting the days until he is 18. I feel like that might be when your reunification is going to happen because like he's coming, he's like the right where we're at now, the way things are going with dad, like dad is doing the opposite of what he wants to do. And he's just like, he's going to go back to mom's side of the family. But she's just kind of like mentioning again, like her son is so fixated on her passing and the suspicion surrounding her death. He's very much like it's like he needs help to work through it. She's also like saying like she's over there like trying to guide him through, but again, like when we're really overcome with grief and we're angry and it's hard for us to connect, like we're going to miss things and not necessarily pick up on it because we're putting a block. So even if there's a way for him to find a way to open up a little bit and find a healthy way for him to release his anger, like I don't know, I feel like at 14 he'd probably need a punching bag. He just needs some help. And then Leah said, "We can't wait. Thank you so much, Nicole. I know he has to need help." You are so welcome. I really, really hope that he can find some healing and peace. I feel like it's going to be a long time because 14 is a wild age. Lots of different hormones and things going on for us. Especially just losing your best friend, your mom is just, oof, that's a lot. Losing a parent is a lot. She's saying that whenever you make contact with him, to ask him about a yellow butterfly. I think that's how she's showing herself to him, that he hasn't put it together. And then Leah said he was so open and talked with my mom so openly after her death, and then Dad took it away. I'm so sorry. That is just, I don't know. Try to keep my opinions polite on the matter, but there's a way of handling things and then there's a way of not doing things, and I hope that sweet boy finds some peace. And maybe Dad can open up his mind and his heart and realize that his child needs love and support and he needs help and he doesn't need things shoved down his throat and told to be quiet about it. And then Leah said she will. Thank you so much for allowing me to come through and bring some loved ones through for everyone. Tonight's been kind of short and sweet. I look forward to seeing everybody next week. And then Leah just said, "It's been heartbreaking, but I know my sister is doing her best from the other side." And she's just saying thank you. And thank you for communicating with her and recognizing, that it's her. And she's like, "You guys will be together again." And he's going to have a lot of questions. And she's kind of like, "You're going to be the person to help walk him through it." And she just says, "I love you, sis."
All right. Well done, Nicole.
Thank you.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for being here and thanks for being a part of this and thanks for responding and being supportive of each other. We appreciate you. You can always book with Nicole at the Psychic Insights page. And the good news about Psychic Insights is that you don't have to worry about getting scammed or ripped off. All of the readings are guaranteed, so you don't have to worry about it. So that's psychicinsights.life / Nicole Hoop, and you can see the link is right there at the top of the image there. And I hope all of you have a wonderful evening. And I look forward to seeing those of you that have signed up for class. I look forward to seeing you in class. And I look forward to tomorrow. I think I'm going to go live tomorrow. I left it open for Sarah, but I don't think she'll be able to go live this week. So maybe I'll do it. Okay. And I'll see you all tomorrow night, and probably also see you Friday night too. Okay. All right, everyone. I'll see you. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.